Hi everyone, this is Mr. Hanlon. I just wanted to make a quick video because I see a lot of you are moving either into the Writing Center or you're getting ready to finish up the Writing Center and moving into making your MLA document. So I just want to touch briefly in this video about what exactly do we mean when we say format your MLA document. So for those of you that are in the Writing Center and going through your steps, once you get to this final draft, and for Unit 1, it's just one paragraph, just about where you stand on the penny, whether we should get rid of it or not. Once you get that final draft ready, you will see that it has it in NROC. You'll copy what you have in that paragraph over into a Word document. And when you first paste it over, you'll see that it looks a little different than what we're used to. So when you first paste it over, it will look something very similar to this. This is just a sample from a couple years ago. So in order to format it in MLA formatting, the first thing we'll want to do is just make sure that our headings are right. So at the very beginning of your paragraph, you'll want to hit the enter button one time. And this is where you'll put your name. So for us, you'll put your name, hit enter again, and put the lead instructor's name. So for us, this is Conyer. And then enter again and put the class name. So for us, it's English 002. You can also add the actual course name, Transitional English if you want, but English 002 is fine as well. And then enter one more time. And with our date, it's going to be a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. So it'll be your date, month, and year in that format. So for example, today, so the 25th, January 2021. And then you'll hit enter one more time. And when you get to this step, in your home section of Word, there'll be in this middle section, there'll be some different options of how you want to align your cursor. And you'll just want to hit the center button. And this is where that title that you had at the bottom of NROC, which is your title, this is where you would put that particular title. So for us, I'll just give an example of the penny debate. And once you have all of these steps completed, you'll want to highlight everything, including your heading, and make sure in your font that you're using Times New Roman and that your font size is 12. You'll also want to be sure that back in your home section, right next to where we had picked our alignment, there's line and paragraph spacing option, and we want to go into that and click into line spacing options. And when we click into that, it'll bring up this paragraph box. And you'll want to be sure that your spacing is set to before and after is set to 0. And that your line spacing where it says single, you're going to go in there and hit double and hit OK. And you'll see that it has changed it to double space. The last thing you'll want to do before saving this document is at the beginning of your paragraph, you'll want to go at the very first start of the paragraph and hit the tab button one time. What that does is that will indent your paragraph. And as you move into the next units, so 2, 3, 4, and so on, your papers will get longer and longer, and you'll have a lot of different paragraphs. So for example, unit 2 will ask you to do 2 paragraphs. And just when we do that, just be sure when you get to that point to go back and indent every single one of your paragraphs. Once you've done that, you're ready to save your document. So you can go over and save it. I like to put things on the desktop just because it's easier to find them. And I just name this sample just to make it easy, but you would name it whatever you want to name it, Unit 1 writing, or however you are easily identifying your work. And hit save. I already have a copy of it saved. So once you save that document, you'll go back into our Blackboard course and into the main Blackboard section, into the course content tier 1, and scroll back into your folder, Unit 1 folder. And beneath where you've been doing your developmental English course work, you'll see Unit 1 writing assignment. If you go into that link, it'll bring up this page. And here you'll see attach files and browse my computer. You'll want to click into that. And then this is where you will attach that document. You'll find however you named it, you'll find it, click on it and hit open, and it will attach it here. You'll also want to be sure to click the I agree to submit this paper to this database. That's just putting it through this database to see if there's any plagiarism that's happening. It's not really an issue for this class, but we just ask you to do that so you're familiar with this process as you move into other classes. And then you would go down here and hit the submit button, and it'll bring up an online version of your paper for us to grade. I won't submit this because it's just a sample. But once you do that and it brings up your paper, we will grade it, or your lead instructor will grade it on their end. And once you get a grade on that, you will see then right beneath your writing assignment, you'll see a unit assessment open up. And you will go in, take that. It's about 18 questions, multiple choice. It is open notes. You're welcome to use anything in the foundations folder and in NROC, and any notes that you have, you're more than welcome to use. You can also reach out to us if you've done all of the other questions and you're just really stuck on something. You can also reach out and bring those to class as well. If you have any other questions about MLA formatting or anything at all, feel free to reach out to either myself or your lead instructor. All right, thank you.